Okay, today I'm going to be repairing the large burner on my Hughes electric range from 1917. I'm sure y'all have been waiting for this, but yesterday I glued this together with milk. I boiled the milk and poured it over this porcelain piece right here. The burner was in pieces, and I even had a ceramicist. That's what they call them. A ceramicist, I guess that's what you call them. A person that works with ceramic. I had a ceramicist say, I thought that was a myth. Well, you're about to find out that milk really will glue ceramic together. Now, let me clean this off and get this out of here. It's been 24 hours. Okay, let's go dump this milk. Look, it's stuck on the thing. See? Okay, let's figure out how to get it off of there. Okay, the porcelain part of the burner is now out of the pan. The milk is gluing it together, but it's not working as good as I had hoped, so I might just use some super glue as well. Now, I have used the milk trick on a ceramic cup like this before. It wasn't this exact cup, but it was a blue willow pattern cup. The handle fell off because somebody dropped it, so it cracked in a clean break. And I did this, and it worked ideally, but I don't have time to wait for this to dry anymore. Because it is working, it's just not ideal. Look, see? It was holding those together. But let's just super glue it. The goal was to just hold it together so that I could wind the coil. And then once we place it in this base, that base will hold it together permanently. You can see where the milk has hardened right there. That would be ideal, but I don't have that long to wait. So, because I want this to work today. So let's clean this and just super glue it. This piece bonded pretty good, see? But I just don't have time to wait for this milk to dry. So we're going to have to break it apart again. There. Okay, the burner is glued together. Let's go ahead and recoil this burner. The coil I'm going to use, one of them is right here. Okay, I have recoiled this burner. Let's go ahead and wire it in. Okay, now I'm replacing the wires with some old tinned copper wire. Because the wires that were originally in the stove, well, I'll just show you them. Hang on. You can see they're going to be too short. Because one time there was a short in the wire and it blew it apart. So some of the wires will be too short. That one I might be able to utilize right there. So let's go ahead and open up this switch. And we'll just stick the wires right in there. Okay, let's wire this burner in. Okay, let's wire the switch in place. So that last wire wasn't quite long enough, so I've twisted it together, and I'm about to solder it. Let me plug in my soldering iron. I know I'm going to get asked, what year was this soldering iron made? It was made in 1920. So the way they would have spliced this wire is the exact same way I'm going to do it. So I'm going to solder where I twisted that wire together, then I'm going to tape it with friction tape. Okay, I just finished soldering. You can see the tip is still hot. Okay, now I'm going to put the fuses in and we'll test this burner. Okay, here we go. It's heating up. I think it's starting to glow. I can barely see it though. It is hot. Let's switch it again. There it goes. I might have to shorten the coil a little bit. There it goes. Let's click it one more time. There goes that burner. Yeah, the coil needs to be shortened a tiny bit, but it's going to work. And this is off. Well, there it is. You can hear it cooking off the water that was on the coil. Let's see if this will just switch it to one coil. Yep. And now we'll turn it off. There it is. Now the whole stove works. Now it's time to polish it. And maybe I'll re-chrome it too.